So, like, okay, so I'm a little divided about this whole thing, right? So we got Sean Schemmel. He comes out on Twitter, right? And he's defending Monica, whatever. But we also have fans that get equally angry at him for saying some stupid shit. But the thing is, like, I'm not really defending him. Like, he obviously said, like, kind of some stupid things on Twitter, and he kind of seems to be oblivious to, like, what's going on with the whole Vic thing and Monica and the whole sexual harassment thing. But the thing is, can we really hold it against him? You got to think about it for a second. Like, he works at Funimation. He's known Monica Rial for like at least 20 years, and in a way, he kind of has no choice but to take their side because he works for this company. He's around these coworkers, and like you got to think about it. Like, if you have coworkers and like you want to try your best to, um, what's the word for it? Make them feel a little bit comfortable. Like, you can call them out on bullshit once in a while, but at the end of the day, those are the people you work for. And like I said, I'm not really defending Sean Schemmel or the cast of Dragon Ball, but I feel like this whole fan backlash, it's going to basically bite us back in the ass because these people are the ones that are voicing the Dragon Ball characters, and these are the voices that we know. Of course, there were other actors before Sean, but it seems like these not the actors, the fans are kind of lowballing. Like, they're going for like low blows, saying like, "Oh, there were better actors than Chris Sabat for Vegeta. There were better actors for Goku." Blah 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 blah. And like, deep down, we all know that's a flat out lie. Because when you think about Goku, it's basically Sean Schemmel. Like, when you think of Goku, it's Sean. When you think of Vegeta, it is Sabat. So I understand why fans are angry and that they're lowballing these actors for this whole Vic thing. But at the same time, like, I kind of understand where these actors are coming from. Like, you got to think about it. They have no choice but to back Monica. They have no choice but to back Funimation. Like, they basically have no choice. They're backed into a corner because this is their job, and these are their coworkers. These are people that they've known for years. And again, I'm not really defending them, but I'm trying to make a point. Like, they have no choice but to do this. But it feels like, in a way, fans keep poking something that's not there. Like, they know what the answer is going to be, but they keep poking and poking. Like, "Oh, give us an answer, Sean, about Monica." Blah 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 blah. But like, at the same time, like, they have no choice. Like, you know what the answer is going to be, and you can go on Twitter and you can go anywhere. You can see fans bombarding Sean and Sabat and the entire cast with questions like all year long. And you got to think about it. Like, do you get annoyed when people ask you questions? Like, on a daily basis, like, most of us are not famous, but when you go through your daily life and people ask you questions, do you get somewhat annoyed? And that's what I feel Sean Schemmel and the cast of Dragon Ball is going through. Like, they're getting constantly bombarded with these questions about not only Dragon Ball, but the whole Vic thing and the whole Monica thing. And at some point, they got a break. At some point, like, I'm sure Sean, he loves his fan base. He loves being Goku. And there's some evidence way back when of him being a little bit annoyed with the other voice actors of Goku appearing at places like Comic-Con. But can you really hold it against him? Because this is something that he's worked hard for. This is something he's put his heart and soul into. And obviously, he's not the original voice actor of Goku, but when you think of Goku, it is Sean. It is Sean Schemmel. When you think of Batman, it's Kevin Conroy. When you think of Vegeta, it is Chris Sabat. And that's just the definitive voice. Like, and it's a little annoying that these fans keep lowballing these actors with like, "Oh, this guy was better than this, blah blah blah," because of the whole Vic thing. Which I understand. I understand about the whole Vic thing. Don't get me wrong. I completely understand where these fans are coming from because they're upset about the whole Vic thing. But you have to remember that these actors have no choice. They have no choice in the matter whatsoever but to back their colleagues. If you've been at work for 20 plus years and this is your work, these are the people you've known for so long, for X amount of years, in the end, like, if something happens, you have no choice but to back them up because you don't want work, A, you don't want work to be awkward, B, that's the company you work for, so you don't want to pick sides. But in a way, at the same time, you were kind of hoping that maybe Sean Schemmel would be neutral in this whole situation, but he's obviously not. Um, Sean Schemmel is not afraid to voice his own opinion when it comes to these matters. And then, finally, the third one is that these actors, they've been doing these voice acting for so long that they're invested in these characters and they love their fan base. Obviously, they do like their fan base, but you gotta remember, they get bombarded with these questions all the time. Not just about Dragon Ball, but about personal questions. And that's something that's obviously would probably be annoying after a while. At the same time, you'd think that maybe they don't really give a shit after a while. And maybe the fan base is over-exaggerating. Maybe. I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying that maybe. But you gotta put yourself in people like Sean Schemmel's shoes just for a second. Is it really his fault with the backlash he's getting? Yeah, I mean, he said some stupid things, but he has no choice in the matter because he works at Funimation. He works with Monica Rial. So let's go back and see what else he has to say. So, oh fuck this. I'm taking a break from Twitter. Yeah. Music when the cry heats to Tokyo in September. I do love everyone's Dragon Ball Z enthusiasm, but the constant questions about release dates but I have no answer for me drives me insane. Gosh, I feel sorry for you, Sean. It must be torture to have so many people dying to know when they can hear your work. I don't know if that's sarcasm. That sounds like that's Chris Sabat. I didn't realize it. That's Sabat. He's being like such a dick. Like, these guys are obviously friends. It is when you've been asked by 80% of the people in line at every con and thousands of Twitter followers. Like, fuck you. Okay, that's obviously just an inside joke between friends. Wouldn't release dates be up to Funimation? Asking them would make more sense than asking voice actors. Obviously, that would make more sense. So we got over here. Oops, I didn't mean to click that. I meant to click this. I have no power to ban anyone, and never have. Conventions make their own business decisions regarding booking guests. What makes you think it's okay to use my likeness in this matter? Oh yeah, the new shitty rules for Twitter. I forgot. Do you deny being the person is referred to, or are you just technically not the one who removed him? See, like, I understand where this person's coming from, but it's a lowball move. Like you know that Sean Schemmel, he loves his work. He loves the fact that he's Goku. Like, he's passionate about this. And that's just a lowball move, man. That's just a lowball move. Like, I understand why this person is angry, but it's kind of a lowball. If you're calling me out on something you know nothing about, including me personally, please fuck off. I don't agree with this. Since I follow you on Twitter, I have license to be a dick to you. Don't follow me if you don't like me, period. Obviously. So, what do we take from all this? Those are just some examples of what Sean Schemmel's been through, like, on Twitter and stuff like that. And like, we know, like, his background when it comes to this voice acting and how he is when he's so passionate about Goku. But at the same time, like I said, I get where Sean's coming from. Like, I kind of get it. Like, he works at Funimation. He works with Monica Rial. He has no choice in the matter. So when fans, that's the case I'm trying to making, is like, he says that 80% of the fan base always ask him questions, right? So I have no doubt that when the whole Vic thing came to be, like, he kept getting bombarded with these questions about Vic and Monica Rial, and he had no choice but to just explode. You gotta think about it. Like, if your phone was constantly getting tweets or phone calls every day asking you the same damn question and you couldn't ignore it anymore, what are you going to say? Of course, when you're angry, you're going to say something stupid. Like, when you're angry, you will always say something stupid. When you're backed into a corner and when one of your friends is constantly threatened or constantly being harassed, you're going to say something stupid. So maybe we can't really hold it against him. Like I said, I kind of see where he's coming from, but at the same time, I understand the fan base. And don't worry, I'm siding more with the fan base on this one. But at the same time, like, if we keep poking, we're not going to get the answers we want. Like, we know what Sean Schemmel's answers are going to be, but the more we keep nagging and the more we keep asking questions, we're just going to get answers that we don't like. and we're going to get a backlash that we don't like. Regardless, even if he says something kind of stupid, regardless, even if he says something that makes no sense out of anger, but at the same time, these people are the ones that are voicing the Dragon Ball actors. And if you guys really feel that strongly about Vic, which I can personally understand, at the same time, it's going to do nothing but destroy the fan base. This is all it's doing. It's destroying the fan base, and it's disorienting the actors that are actually doing the voices for the fan base. So, is it really worth it? I mean, it's not really my place to say. I'm just one guy. It's really not my place to say. I kind of wish we could find some middle ground. At the same time, I wish in my gut that I wish Sean Schemmel remained neutral on this whole Vic thing. But I do kind of applaud the fact that he was able to stand up for a friend, like, no matter what. If you have a friend and, like, if someone says something about that friend, or if that friend feels like she's been sexually harassed, like, you're going to want to back up to that person. And I can kind of see where that's coming from. So, really, the more we keep asking these questions about Vic and the whole Monica thing, we're just going to get answers we don't want. And I kind of wish, in a way, fans will leave Sean alone about this. I mean, granted, Sean has done kind of some stupid things, like, in the past on Twitter. But at the same time, I wish, like, the fan base would just kind of leave it be. Because, you know, he really has nothing to do with the whole Vic thing. But I am really assuming, that at least what he says, 80% of the fan base always ask him questions, and that he can't give answers to. I'm pretty sure that fans, in a way, are at fault just for asking him the same damn question over and over. What do you think about Vic? What do you think about Monica? Blah, 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 blah. Of course he has to answer, and you would get so fucking annoyed about it if it was you. Trust me, you would. If it was you, you would get so fucking annoyed. Trust me, you would. You say you won't, but if it was you, you would. There's no doubt about it. So, like I said, I'm not really defending Sean, but we kind of knew where the answers were going to be in the first place, so, and there's nothing else we can do about it. There's really nothing else we can do about it. I still stand with Vic. I personally stand with Vic because I so far see no evidence. But all this is doing, the entire Vic thing and Monica thing, this entire anime gate, all it's doing is dividing fans, and it's eventually going to divide the voice actors that actually give us the product that we want. So, I really hope that in the future that we don't have Sean Schemmel as Goku. Like, I hope Sean Schemmel remains Goku until, like, he just can't physically do it anymore. Like, that's what I want. So, hopefully it remains that, but the more we keep poking and prodding, the more answers we're going to get that we just don't want. Again, guys, this is just my opinion. I know fans feel very strongly about this, and I know that they have other things they want to say about this, but that's just something I personally feel. And you're probably going to disagree with me, but that's okay. That's okay, because I remain neutral about the whole thing. But at the same time, I just kind of wish people would leave Sean Schemmel alone about this, and I kind of wish that Sean Schemmel will remain neutral about it. But that's just me. There's nothing else I can do about it. There's nothing else I can say. I still stand with Vic. I'm going to keep saying that. But I really hope that this entire thing doesn't really destroy the Dragon Ball Z community as we know it right now, especially with our voice actors. So, you can take what I say with a grain of salt. You can feel free to leave a like or dislike in the comments. You can feel free to give a comment or subscribe. Subscribe to my channel. Also, if you guys can take the time to actually follow one of my Let's Plays that I'm going to pull up in just a minute. And, yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'm going to go for now. Peace out.